Welcome to a new show that I like to call Smash Talk. Alright, now I know there wasn't a top 10 video this week, so I thought that I'd make up for that with this. There's a new project that I'm going to be starting, and so pretty much I'm just going to talk about the news in Super Smash Bros. Whenever it comes out. I'll probably do one of these just about every time something new comes out for the game, such as a new character or something big that I find out about. But I'll come out and do every update that has been since every time. You'll see. Anyway, so this is pretty much just an overview of what we have so far in the Smash Bros. Universe of both Wii U and 3DS. Alright, so let's get started. First off, let's start with characters. And the characters so far that we have are Pit with a redesigned moveset, Bowser, who apparently stands up now, instead of like hunches over, Pikachu, pretty much the same, Fox, pretty much the same, Kirby I think is the same, except he can turn into an actual Thwomp now, with his rock down attack. Samus, who has the Metroid, I think, Another M suit. I believe that's what it's from. Either that or Metroid Prime suit. I'm not really sure which one. Link from Skyward Sword. Donkey Kong, who looks a lot more fuzzy than usual. Especially with the HD graphics, it looks nice. Mario with some better pyro techniques, apparently, because his fire looks beautiful. Wii Fit Trainer, newcomer. Mega Man, newcomer. This little dog over there. We have the villager, Olimar, who has not shown any signs of any flying or rock-type Pikmin from Pikmin 3. Only the original ones from Brawl and also Pikmin 1 and 2. Luigi, which is funny, everyone was freaking out when Luigi came. I was like, well, he's part of the originals. He's pretty much guaranteed a slot in the game. Princess Peach, who I think hasn't really changed. Toon Link, who is pretty much the same. Sonic, who I hope has a different moveset from last time, because it was kind of boring before. I didn't like his moveset very much. Sorry to all you Sonic fans, but I wasn't very content with his moveset before, but I hope that he changes. We don't have very much information on him so far, so let's hope that for the best there. Then we have Marth, my personal favorite character from Brawl, which I know not a lot of people like him, but I find him to be one of my favorites. And then we have Rosalina and Luma, which apparently you can actually control the Luma. That's a thing now, which is amazing. I'm actually very glad. And then Zelda, who is, I don't think she's actually the same Zelda from Ocarina of Time, so I'm not sure if Sheik will be returning. If she does, it could be kind of weird, because as you can see in that picture right there, there's the Spirit Warrior from Spirit Tracks, and she's controlling it, which she did in Spirit Tracks. So I don't know if that's part of her moveset, or some people are speculating that it's an assist trophy, so that could be true as well. And so, yeah. That is pretty cool. Then we have King DDD, who was recently released, and he looks pretty awesome. I think he's getting a little bit different of a moveset this time around as well. Don't take my word for that one. But also, I can't remember if I said, but Pit has a very different moveset. He's going to have a lot of things based off Kid Icarus Uprising, which is a really good game, by the way. But yeah, so, and now for the 22nd character to be released into the roster, which I believe was just released today on the website. This is the first time I'm hearing of it, of course. and that is Lucario. Which, Lucario, he looks so cool. I was actually very, very surprised. I mean, not like really, really surprised. I was guessing he might be returning due to the fact that he got a Mega Evolution in Pokemon X and Y. Now, that also leaves some speculation to what will his Smash Ball move be? Will he go with the same kind of thing as the Aura Storm like he had before in Brawl? Or will he go with the route of Mega Evolving into Mega Lucario and, I don't know, beating the crap out of people? Maybe he'll turn into Mega Lucario and then use Aura Storm, something like that. I don't know. It's very different because we do know that he has a different... He's pretty different. He also looks a lot different. They have, a lot of his moves seem different. And, I wish I could show you right now, but it's not in here. But, the website has some pictures of that. Also, there's a new mechanic to Lucario, because there is his attacks do different damage depending on how beat up he is. So pretty much if he's really damaged, his aura moves will be more powerful. So that's pretty awesome. And that is confirmed, I believe, which is pretty exciting, actually. We haven't had a character like this, I don't think, so that's pretty cool. I really like that. Alright, so that's Lucario. I think he's going to have a pretty similar moveset, however, though, because I did see his same save move, up B move, and then he also has the Aura Sphere from before that looks a little bit different. I don't know if he will have that counterattack, however, though. I don't know if they'll drop that or if they'll keep that. Which, counterattacks don't bother me very much. I actually kind of like counterattacks. But, they are sometimes hard to land if you're not really good. But still, a lot of hardcore fans will be good. But anyway, so yep, that's Lucario. Now on to stages. Now here are the WiiU stages. Because, of course, the WiiU and 3DS stages are separate, which is awesome. We have the 3DS and then the WiiU stages. Now, the WiiU stages so far we have is Battlefield, of course, which focuses on switching from, like, day to, like, to sunset to, like, a darker kind of time. So it's like a time-lapse kind of course, which is actually really awesome and probably will look very beautiful in HD. And I really do like a lot of the aesthetics in the new WiiU games, a lot of the cartoony feel, kind of like animated style, rather than trying to make it look real. Can look even more beautiful than the real. But so that is very awesome. That course will probably be very awesome. And then we have Dr. Wily's Castle, which doesn't seem to do very much. We haven't really seen much. I think there might be some like guns or something shooting from the castle at some points in the battle. That could be really awesome if that is true. And then we also have some little platforms to the side of the center stage. And then for the next one, we have the arena, just the boxing ring, which that's been in a lot of the trailers. It seems like kind of like a Final Destination kind of thing, kind of deal. We don't really have a Final Destination confirmed yet, so maybe they're dropping it. I doubt it, but possibly. And next we have Skyloft, which is supposed to be a scrolling stage, which means it moves around, which doesn't always mean that it's a constant moving stage. It could also mean that it could just be moving, you fight on different parts of the Skyloft rather than actually constantly moving, which could be really fun. I loved Delfino Plaza from Brawl, in which it actually just moved to different parts. It was just a flying around little stage, which was pretty awesome. I really enjoyed that. The next stage is Smashville, which is Animal Crossing, which, I don't know, I figured that there would only be an Animal Crossing stage in the 3DS version. because of the fact that the new Leaf, the new game, just came out for 3DS, not Wii U. So I figured that would probably be a 3DS exclusive stage, but I guess it's under Wii U. So yeah. And then we have, also another thing about the Smashville stage is it starts as a not built town, like a non-developed town, like just a few houses, stuff like that. But then it goes to like a very well-built city kind of thing, which looks pretty awesome. Like over the time while you're battling, if the battle lasts long, then it will build itself. And I kind of hope that little food things like fly over like the other Smashville. That would be kind of cool. I'd like to see that again because that was pretty helpful at times. The next stage is the Wii Fit Arena, which is another like plain stage so far. I hope they add something to that one because honestly, we already have the Battlefield, which is kind of a plain stage and nothing really happens other than in the background. We have Smashville, which nothing happens in the background yet. We have the Arena, which nothing happens in the background yet. And then we have this one that nothing happens. Looks like it does, at least. So that's kind of sad right now. I hope that they amp up, like, maybe one or two of these. I'm perfectly fine with having some stages be flat and not, don't have too many things to it, but I mean, not too many. I like the stages that have different things to them, like different aspects of the stage to them. So I really hope that something else comes into play with this stage. And the mirror is kind of interesting in the background, though. It's kind of cool. Now, the next one is the Metroid stage, which actually proves that it's probably going to be a decent Metroid stage. Me and my friends and my brother, we always didn't like the Metroid stages very much. They were kind of weird things would happen, and like stages, like the stage would like flip upside down and crap. I don't know. We just didn't like them very much. Norfair, I guess, it was kind of cool how lava shot out and stuff, but I didn't really like the part where you had to get in the certain container thing to live or to not get massive damage done to you. That was kind of annoying because then, I don't know, it was weird. But this one seems like it shoots lava, but it's not going to be OP lava that'll rush over everything. And the next stage is Pikmin stage, which is supposed to be the Garden of Hope from Pikmin 3. In some of the trailers, we saw some Pikmin 3 stuff happening in the background, but nothing really happened like to where we could see very much of this stage. So it was just in the release trailer of Olimar. Which is awesome, by the way. I'm glad that Olimar's in it. Next stage would be the Pilot Wing stage, which you're fighting on the plane, which is so cool. It's moving throughout the stage, kind of like the Delfino Plaza type thing, and it's also awesome because it's a retro game. I'm glad that they're going back to their retro kind of stuff for this stage. I like it a lot. And I know they did that last game with the 8-bit stages, like the Donkey Kong stage and the Mario Bros. Stage, and I really appreciated that as well. But this one goes back to its 64 roots, and you're flying over the map of that, and then also it seems like you fly into the new version of the Pilot Wings, which is the Woohoo Island, that's also shown in Mario Kart, and then Mario Kart 7, and then Wii Sports Resort, so where you could fly planes and also fly in Pilot Wings Resort for 3DS. So you can fly over that, and then you also fly over the original Pilot Wings Island, which is really cool. And you switch planes and stuff like that. It's really awesome. If only some of the planes can do some barrel rolls, and that would be perfect. Yeah, barrel rolls. Then we have the Sonic stage, which really we don't know anything about other than the fact that it's from the Sonic Lost World game. That's the only thing that we know about that so far. And we also have the Super Mario Galaxy stage, which looks amazing. I love how it's like a curved, like planet type thing. I really like it. And the Starship Mario is flying off in the background, which is also really cool. I don't really know too much about this stage either, other than it's like a curved world, and it seems to be a very big stage, which is cool. I like that. I also love the background so far, and so yeah. Alright, now we'll go on to the 3DS stages. Alright, so here we go. First stage is the Arena Ferox from Fire Emblem Awakening, which is awesome. I love that game, and I'm very excited that this was the arena, because this is the arena where Marth fights Chrom, and Chrom fights Marth. Marth is kind of like the antagonist in this battle, but then he joins you. Spoiler alert, sorry. Anyway, I had to explain the part of the game. But, so, I like how it looks real, like, tribal. I really like that because, the Arena Ferox was kind of like barbarians, they would go and battle inside, so it looks really awesome. I hope that it kind of gives you the Pokemon Stadium kind of feel. Which, by the way, I'm kind of, I'm not concerned, but I'm kind of wondering, why is there not a Pokemon stage yet? I'd really like to see that. That's one of the stages that I'm kind of anxious to see, because the Pokemon stages are always some of my favorites. But anyway, the Arena Ferox looks really awesome. Can't wait to fight there. And so, yep, it's gonna be awesome. The next stage is the battlefield again. That's also in the 3DS version. Nothing really different, I don't think. I mean, not really. Alright, the third stage is the Find Me stage, which apparently features this guy, which, I don't know. I feel like that guy is actually a boss. I think that he looks like a boss, honestly. That would be so cool if you could actually fight him, because I'm pretty sure they should have boss battles in the new Super Smash Bros. If not, I'll be kind of disappointed. Which, if you haven't seen my top 10 game modes for Super Smash Bros., you can check that out. But still, anyway, he would be awesome as a boss. I hope that's a boss battle. But if not, a Find Me stage would be just as good, and he could kind of interfere. That'd be pretty awesome. He grab players or something. That'd be really cool. And then you could hit him, and then he would let go or something. If you had a teammate or something. That would be cool, but nothing else is really known about it. That was actually just a screenshot from Sakurai. That picture right there at the bottom. The next stage is Gerudo Valley from the 3DS Ocarina of Time. Well, it's from Ocarina of Time in general. That bridge right there that Mario is standing on can collapse. Which is pretty good. I like that because it's kind of like Bridge of Eldin, which was actually my brother's favorite course. I don't know why. I mean, it's very basic, but I mean, it's cool. It's still cool. I like how the bridge blows out and then there's two separate. And I also love throwing people off the edge. Anyway, but yeah, the bridge breaks once again, and I really love Gerudo Valley, and I like the music for Gerudo Valley, so yeah, Gerudo Valley is pretty awesome. Now the next stage is from Kid Icarus Uprising, which I was talking about earlier, which Pit's moveset is based off of, but it is a stage based off the scene in Kid Icarus Uprising where Viridi, the goddess of the earth or something like that, I can't even remember, I haven't played that game in a while. But she is killing all these humans and stuff, and they're having a war, and then you find then she has these reset bombs which will blow up and turn the Earth back to its natural state, quote, air quotes, natural state. There's all these plants everywhere, so that might come into play in the stage, which would be really cool. And then because you also do see Viridi in the background of one of the screenshots from Sakurai. The next stage is an Animal Crossing New Leaf stage, which features a raft or something. That's pretty much, and the Kappa. That's the Kappa, right? I think that's his name. But he apparently steers the ship or something, and he's like taking you to your kidnapping land. Yeah. Animal Crossing has a screwed up story. It's kidnapping a child and forcing him to build up a city, and that's one theory. Anyway, and then we have this underground stage, which you can kind of see in the background. It is just kind of like an underground. It looks like story mode. It looks like subspace. I'm telling you. But it's not. It's apparently just a big stage. And it goes underground. Possibly that could be the customizable stages. Because if we bring to the front, there's this spinning wheel and those. So those could possibly be a customizable stage, which would be awesome. I'd love to see the customizable stages come back, which they probably will. I doubt that they wouldn't come back, because why take away something if it's... Sorry about that line. Anyway, but why take away something if it's good? The next stage is a Nintendog stage, which I guess you fight on like those blocks, and then there's dogs in the background. I hate Nintendogs. I hated it in Brawl. The dogs would come up in front of the screen and screw up everyone, even the person who got it. Everyone would just be mad, randomly spam the A button, or the 2 button, depending on how you play, or A button. I don't know. Everyone plays with different controllers. It's different. But then the Nintendog is so annoying. Anyway, in this stage, it's said that the dogs might come into play where they I don't know. I hope that they don't do what the assist trophy did and get in the way. I hope that they maybe attack people, or like the Bulb Lord kind of did, where he would eat you in Brawl. That would be kind of cool. I mean, not saying that the dog would eat you. That'd be weird. But the dogs could like hit you or something. And then we have the next stage is Rainbow Road, which is a moving course that moves along the road, I believe. And it's based off the Mario Kart 7 one, yeah. With like all the rings of Saturn. It's a really fun Mario Kart course. That's probably one of my favorite Mario Kart courses of all time. Ooh, I should do a video on that. Anyway, that would be really cool. And I can't wait for this stage. And apparently Shy Guys will be driving through like the last Mario Kart one. And then the next one is the train, which we've all seen, which Toon Link drives the train. But if Toon Link is selected, then he actually, another character from Spirit Tracks, I forget who, Alfonso? I think he drives it. Yeah, I believe he drives it. And then the last stage is supposedly from Super Mario 3D Land, and it has like those spiky pillars that shoot up. That's all we know about that. And now here's the segment, for bosses. So yeah. Alright, so here's bosses. So far, that's all we have. He might not even be a boss. He might be part of a stage. So that's awesome. I want to see some bosses really bad. But I also want to see some more Final Smashes, which I don't have anything on that right now, because so far the only one that we have is the Wii Fit trainer, which is actually in that picture. But she has her little pose, whatever, and it shoots all over the place. And then we also have like the returning peoples, like Samus's, which I don't know if she loses her suit and turns into Zero Suit again, which I hope she does, because Zero Suit, I was better as her than Samus, actually. I liked her moveset and stuff. Anyway, alright, now on to trophies and assists. Now, this one, the trophies part is, we only have Saria. That's the only trophy that we've seen so far, which, I don't know how you obtain it or anything. It's just in a screenshot again. But there will be a difference in trophies between the 3DS game and the Wii U game, which is some awesome information. Right here in the top left corner, we have Skull Kid, who's an assist trophy. We have the freaking 10 dogs! Top right. Freaking hate them. Ugh. Why are you existent? Although he's cuter than the one before. I like that dog. It's a Boston Terrier. Anyway. And now we have Starfy, which everybody stopped telling me that he should be a playable character. He was an assist trophy in the last game. Well, he's an assist trophy again. So everyone who said that, you were wrong. And I did see it quite a bit. That's a topic for another day. But anyway, and then we have Ashley from the WarioWare, which also we don't know what they do. Skull Kid and Ashley. I'm assuming Starfy does pretty much the same thing, which is pretty cool. Also, that's Luma. That's people controlling Luma, right there in the bottom left. And then Ashley, which we don't know what she does either. But I'm glad to see her. I'm glad to see WarioWare support. Because WarioWare is a cool game. And so, yeah, that's good. Now we have items. Which, pretty much, we got some really cool new items in this game. We have the Beetle, which is from Zelda, which will grab people. You can use it to grab people and pull them close to you. We have the capsules, which are apparently smaller this time. Apparently significant. We have the Fire Flower and the Green Shell returning, which that's no surprise at all. And then we have this mini Hockatate ship, which is awesome. I really like that. The Hockatate ship is Olimar's ship, as you probably know if you are interested in Smash Bros. Or Pikmin franchise. But it was part of his final Smash. Which, now there are little Hockatate ships, which is apparently a item, not a move from Olimar. Which I was really hoping that would be a tiny, like a down B move from Olimar or something, or like a side, I don't know. Because the moves of him were, well, let's see, we had I guess, really, that there's nothing else that he could have gotten rid of. I guess maybe he could have gotten rid of the thing where he could call back the Pikmin, because that, I mean, a lot of people didn't use it very often. I did, because I hated seeing those little suckers die, but still. So that's apparently an item, not a move, which when I first saw it, I thought it was Olimar's move. Now the next item is the ray gun returning with a brand new look, which actually looks pretty cool. I like it. It looks kind of like it's out of a Ratchet and Clank game. And then we have the steel driver, which shoots mini torpedoes. Quote from Sakurai right there. He said that's exactly what it does, which is really cool. I like that. I like that they're implementing a new gun. I kind of hope that the Super Scope doesn't return, because I always turned that one off because it's cheap, and I just didn't like it very much. I thought it was cheap because you could just go and like kill people a bunch of times, and then they couldn't move. It was just a bad time. So I always turned that one off. The ray gun also was pretty cheap because you could just keep shooting them off, and then they'd fall off the cliff, and that was kind of a cheap out victory as well. But I wonder if this torpedo is actually going to replace the cracker launcher, which is actually pretty. I liked the cracker launcher a little bit. Again, it's a little bit cheap still, but I wonder if this is actually going to replace it. Next, we have the soccer ball. It's actually a Wii Fit soccer ball rather than a soccer ball from Mario Strikers. And then we have the X-Bomb, which is from Kid Icarus, I believe. I think so. I played Kid Icarus Uprising front to back, beginning to end. I think that's what it's from, but if it's not, I'm very sorry. Probably offended someone. I don't know. I think it's right, though. Tell me if I'm right in the comments, please, if you're watching. Anyway, but yes, those are all the items that we have confirmed so far. Really, we haven't seen too many more items that are like confirmed to be returning or new, but if I happen to see any of that, that will be very good. And now for the last part of the day, Pokemon, which is awesome. I love Pokemon. Pokeballs are awesome. And now in the back we have Xerneas, who, I don't know, he's legendary in Pokemon X and Y, and I don't know if he's a Pokeball or he's part of a stage. a lot of people think he's a Pokeball, but I personally think that he could be part of a stage, because they're going to put an X and Y stage to replace Spear Pillar, right? I mean, obviously Palkia is right there, so I don't think Spear Pillar will be one of those stages that returns. Palkia is another one of the Pokeballs, which is awesome. He's using Spatial Rend right there. If any of you guys know that, you guys are Pokemon fans like me. But yeah, Xerneas looks awesome. I really hope that Xerneas is part of a stage rather than a Pokeball, however. But they do have legendaries in Pokeballs, but not the newest legendaries from last game. So, I don't know. Alright, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Smash Talk. I will be back for another episode when some new news comes out, like a Nintendo Direct comes out and there's some info or something, I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was informational for you. And, yeah. So, see you next time. Arigato.